powerless to powerful. I am so excited you're here. My name is Lisa. I'm from Lisa C Life Coaching, and I help women to feel empowered through self love and acceptance to make radical change. And part of that radical change is really feeling that power within to make that change. And so the topic this week has been around power, and I wanted to go over three-step process that I use and I encourage others to use in my program to really be able to empower yourself and feel amazing when you're in a situation where you feel completely powerless. Now, I know you know what I mean because we've all been in situations where we're powerless, whether that's with someone close to us, whether that's with an institution or a business or work. It could be any area of our life, definitely our children. Don't know about that one, but anyone else here had a massive power struggle and felt completely powerless to know what on earth you should do to make change. And so this happens on a daily basis. And I was watching Brene Brown again recently, and she was talking about, being in the arena. And I thought, getting back up and the power to get back up. And I thought, where does that come from? And what process are we using? And what are we being taught? Because it's really just about being taught new skills. So I want to go through that with you. I also wanted to draw your attention to power and maybe why we feel so powerless. I thought it was really mind-blowing when I was doing some research on this, because every definition of power that I found was all about an external outcome. The definition of power is being able to control or influence a situation for a desired outcome. I thought, this is really fascinating because that's not what I see power as. Yes, I think it is, but I find power is to control my internal turmoil. And so I was like, wow, no wonder we feel so disappointed when we can't control and change the outcome, when we're trying to make an influence on the outcome and then it doesn't work. No wonder we feel like rubbish. No wonder we beat ourselves up. We put this work in, this purpose in, this passion in, this energy in to get this outcome, and then it doesn't work. And we just feel crappy and disappointed and frustrated at ourselves. And it's just really, really hard on ourselves. And this is where we spiral and we beat ourselves up. And I don't want that for you. I want you to feel empowered and great about any situation, regardless of whether it goes your way or not. So I think reassessing how we define power as an internal is really important too. And for me, power internally is feeling good that you showed up as your authentic best self, is that you did everything in your power to be the best version of you and to be in line with your values and morals and just feel like you did everything. And I think that is just so much more powerful than actually having the outcome. Feeling good about the process, thinking about how well you've been doing throughout rather than attached to the outcome. And so redefining that definition of power really helped me to change how I feel about things that are out of my control and when I feel powerless. And so number one of the three tips that I use is to use your voice. Definitely don't react, obviously respond, and that's a whole nother topic, but being sure that when you respond, you are confidently using your voice to stand up for what you think is right and what you need to say in that situation, whether that is a relationship or work or, a human rights advocate, however it works for you. I think not saying anything makes us feel cowardly, and we go to, I should have said this and I could have done that and I really should have made a difference there and I didn't. And we feel this deep sense of disappointment in ourselves when we don't do that. And I think that using your voice is a really great way to build on power internally. And so that's really number one that I do. I think about how I'm going to use that voice, but I always voice what I need to voice. Number two is self-recognition. Now, this is a really important one. I talk about this a lot in my Guilt-Free Goddess program, is recognizing the progress and the wins and celebrating how well you're doing, celebrating courage, celebrating how you showed up this week and did the hard thing that most people probably wouldn't have done. So either celebrating using your voice or celebrating walking away or whatever it is, celebrate your discipline, celebrate how you said no to something, celebrate how you put a boundary in place. This is all building the power within you to feel good about yourself, to know that you did right by yourself. And I think that that's just the most amazing thing, because especially if we voice our opinions or our thoughts, it's a risk. It's an emotional risk of rejection, abandonment, judgment. So you're already braver than most of the people out here. So give yourself some damn recognition. And this will help you enjoy the process and detach from the outcome. So that whether you achieve that outcome or not, you can look back and go, yeah, but you know what? I voiced my opinion here when I usually would have kept quiet. I stood up for something there when normally I wouldn't have done that. I turned up there when normally I would have said no because, of this anxiety or worry. Those are the wins that you need to celebrate. That is how you build power in yourself. And it's such a beautiful feeling. I can't tell you how good it is to show up for what you are and who you are and what you believe in. And so having a thought process that backs that, instead of shoulda, woulda, coulda, and beat yourself up when the outcome comes and it's not what you want, you can look back and find the gratitude and all the lessons that were in there. If it is the outcome that you want, you can obviously celebrate that and also see those two. That's like a win-win. Everybody wants that. But sometimes that's not how life goes. So how do you stay powerful and positive and find peace? You find all those things through the progress, not the outcome. Which, as we know, the external outcome of power is the able to control a situation. So letting go of the control of the situation and controlling the progress and how you act within that progress. And number three is being able to surrender and find peace in your heart at doing everything that you can. I think, again, going through that progress and finding that peace and just being able to let go and knowing that you may have not had the outcome or the big impact that you wanted, but that was enough, is what you did was enough, is such a liberating feeling to walk away with. And when you have this faith in the universe that what is meant for me will be, so when that outcome doesn't come, regardless of whichever outcome happens, and I think I really heard this from Elon Musk, which was like, everything is a success, because if it didn't happen for you, there's lessons, so you can do it better next time, or someone else can do it better next time, and you can pass that wisdom on. Or you get what you want, and that's obviously the right path that you need to be on. Like, it's a win-win. So you're surrendering to the outcome and finding peace that no matter what happens, and if it is disappointing and not what you want, that you're going to be okay, and what is meant for you is meant for you. And it's just such a powerful feeling to surrender and trust that it's all going to be okay. It's all meant for you, even if it wasn't what you wanted. It's so incredibly powerful within. And so I hope that this makes sense, because I completely refuse to let someone else take our power and feel powerless in situations. We can feel like that, but we also have these tools, these 3 tips. So using your voice, self-recognition for your wins, and and how you showed up for yourself, and then how you surrender into that too. There's a whole nother part there where you might want to fight and continue going down to get the actual outcome. That's okay, but that's a talk for another time, because that's a completely different feeling of when we feel stuck and unable to make a decision on what's right. So if you are feeling stuck or powerless, or you're not sure what you want moving forward, and if you're struggling to find that internal power and strength and feel amazing about yourself, then please make sure that you jump on a free 20-minute clarity session where we can go through what is actually holding you back, what do you actually want, and then if there's anything we can talk about in the future, working together, that's absolutely great. If not, you've got a roadmap, and let's go. Let's start making some changes in your world, because you can, because you have the power within to make those changes. I absolutely am so grateful for everyone that's joined us. Please let me know if you have any questions below. But if not, have the best Wednesday and take care. Bye.